welcome to the Headbangers podcast, episode 5. I'm Brad.
And I'm Nathan. And guess what we've got for you today? Brad will tell you.
So today, because obviously the new year's coming up, it's been an interesting year, to say the least. And we're going to give some awards out to some bands, some honourable shout-outs, and a few surprises in it, some things that we haven't done before.
In other words, we're getting rid of 2019, we're moving forward into 2020. So let's put a party popper thing in. Oh, yeah.
We were going to get some real ones, but we couldn't find it. Yeah. So, no surprise we've let the people down. Also, but thanks to our OnlyFans, we've actually managed to buy this little golden, well, more like a bronze early kathol gold. Yeah. But yeah.
And we'll be giving it out to we're giving out to many fat bands that we've really enjoyed.
We hope that they'll be able to come today. We can't make any promises, but we have sent them out. So.
I mean, Phil Bozeman did reply to the email.
Yeah, we're hoping. Fingers crossed for Phil.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
We might have a special guest as well.
Exactly.
He's not sitting over there.
So, thank you for tuning in. We're sorry that we haven't done one in a while. I think we should just give up giving excuses. We're just basically pretty shit.
Yeah, we're really shit at keeping on time. You know what it is? The podcast will just be as and when. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever we fucking please.
Yeah, whenever the fuck we want to. Yeah, because we don't stick to any schedules.
Oh, look at that. That's dire. So I shouldn't be a bartender.
You know what? You disgust me with that. And you pour more in straight.
Because I'm thirsty? Jesus Christ. Right, okay. So, let's get into it. Let's start off. So, there's been some good albums this year. Actually, very good albums. And it's very hard to pick our top fives on this one. But nevertheless, Nathan, kick us off. What was your fifth favourite album of this year?
Fit for an Autopsy's A Sea of Tragic Beasts.
Which you reviewed, so please check out
we did actually review that. We'll put the link in the description.
It
really did change things to deathcore for me. Not just as a genre, but it also changed it for Fit for an Autopsy. I think they actually did really show off.
Absolutely.
That they're not just like a relentless chugging deathcore band, that they actually can experiment with a sound and it can actually be good.
Exactly.
Rather than like just constantly churning out the same shit, which
I
find that a lot of deathcore bands do eventually. I'll move that one actually.
And it's nice to see them incorporate elements like the clean vocals.
Yeah,
and like a good balance of slow songs, emotional songs, and then some fast paced ones. It's like they straight out of the ballpark, like we said in the review.
Yeah,
but not too much that it doesn't feel like Fit for an Autopsy anymore.
100%. It was really, really fucking good album. I think it's now going to light a fire under the arse of other bands.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it does anyway.
And even some of the deathcore bands as well, especially like what I class as the big four of deathcore. Like all of them have really tried to push themselves this year, which is nice to see.
For my number 4, it's Tool, Fear Inocular.
Oh, this is an amazing album. I mean, this is my one as well. Yeah. So you do your piece, and I can do mine.
I thought it was actually like a form.
Continue.
I thought it was like a full-on masterpiece. Interrupting my fucking speech a little bit. We'll take the award away. He's not there. The guest isn't there. Anyway,
he's a figment of the imagination. Yeah. We've seen about that.
That's a little slave boy we've got. Anyway,
help!
Shh! Shut your fucking mouth! Anyway, yeah, I thought so. Was a masterpiece. Really, it 100% for me lived up to the hype.
I know,
like 100%. Like I don't think they could have done a better job. Yeah. It had so many influences, it had so many elements, it had so much layering to the actual, like, every song which had elements.
Absolutely.
And it's just like, it all merged in such a really good way.
Oh, yeah. And
that it actually really immersed you into the album, and it made sure that you couldn't actually put it down because it kind of took you on like a bit of a journey.
Exactly. It's been like more than a decade since the last album, and, it's felt like 10,000... days since they actually released the last album, probably more. And I think the thing with Tool is, even they said in interviews, they want to stay relevant, but also produce something new and exciting because they're a band that always push themselves.
Yeah.
And, it paid off. And Danny Carey, if we were going to do a drumroll award, it would go to him because from the first song, it's just another song.
It must be something about drummers called Danny. Because shout out to Danny from 3 Nails and Godeth. That he's fucking mint.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you looking at? Anyway, My third one is Thy Art Is Murder, Human Target.
Yeah.
Again,
also mine.
You know what? This came in, and it was just another addition to their discography that I thought was a very welcome addition. Mm-hmm. Very much, it still kind of changed things up, and I feel like everything really flew off of each other.
Yeah,
like the guitars and the drums flew with CJ's vocals. It all were very well made and well produced. And I actually do think that it's Thy Art Is Murder as a band getting closer to what their sound is going to be.
Exactly, because I know that CJ at least said that he doesn't want to be classed as deathcore. He wants to be like black and death metal, and I can see, especially in songs like New Gods, like they are really trying to branch out a bit. Which again, it's good, like Fit for an Autopsy, like changing it up a bit.
What I think as well is that Thy Art Is Murder is such an early on band, but a lot of people do forget they're not massively into their careers yet. Yeah. They're still very up and coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they haven't really found that sound. Like if you listen to all all their different albums in the past, there's a clear transition to them as a band trying to figure out what their sound is.
I get that impression as well, because especially like the first EP, like they just they're doing a lot of different things, and it sounds like they're wanting to find their personal sound. And this album, I felt like you're getting one step closer to
100%.
Yeah.
My number 2 is Not Loose, A Different Shade of Blue. I fucking love this album. It's one of the heaviest albums. Actually, I think it's the heaviest album I've listened to this year.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard so many, like, you know, it's gonna, I can tell by listening to it that when Not Loose, which have grown exponentially since the release of this album, and since the release of their first album, that it's going to be one of those albums that are like, yeah, but that's one of their best.
Yeah, it's their Rain in Blood, isn't it?
Yeah, it's literally like that is the best, and it's also like, for me, it's kind of like when you notice deathcore become stagnant in like areas, and you'll get bands like Not Loose that have breathed new light into it, and with A Different Shade of Blue, with laugh tracks, they sort of breathe new light into it, and they're constantly kind of pushing hardcore to its limits to see what it can actually be. Which I really love, and it is one of the best albums, so that's why it's my number 2. And
also, like, I feel it's not only a good album that's getting a lot of attention by hardcore kids, but also metalheads as well. Like, everyone seems to be appreciating this, and rightly so. You know, exactly. It's got some amazing guitarists, some good vocals as well, and I think it's going to be remembered as an album that's like kind of bringing together the metalheads and the hardcore kids. And I think the fan base is going to grow a lot from this album, and they're going to stem a good career from it.
100%. Now, my number 1, drum roll. Cheers, our sound engineer over there, Dylan.
Thank you.
There we go. Oh shit, said his name. Anyway,
you'll get a nice bowl of porridge for this one.
Yeah. Your family's looking for you, you know. Just so you know.
Okay. It's okay. I forgot the door locks. It's fine.
Yeah. Don't be thinking of escaping again. You remember what happened last time?
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I remember.
Anyway, my number 1 is Whitechapel's The Valley. And you know what? I don't think anyone will argue with me about this. No. It was a complete change, not only just for the band. Like, it was completely different to what they were doing.
I don't think anybody saw it coming.
And they really did show off how good they are. It showed off how good Phil is at clean vocals, which I wasn't expecting. Like, when I first heard that, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Showed how versatile all the band members are by even just switching up. It had a mixture of just heavy and clean and soft folk like songs with like very, very heavy songs still.
You know what as well? Like, I felt it's his first time properly doing clean vocals, and like it's not like Fit for an Autopsy, but I've tried to slowly integrate that into the music. But Phil goes, like, especially with Hickory Creek, has gone straight into just doing like almost a full song full of cleans, which is pretty brave for a band that only do death metal vocals.
100%. Yeah. I genuinely love this album, and I haven't stopped listening to it since it came out. And it came out in March.
Because there's so much to it, so much variety.
Well, yeah,
it's just not a straightforward album.
You can't get bored with it, and that's why I think it deserves the top.
Yeah,
the number 1 slot, 100%. Because I really love this album, and I think it's like a full-on work of art. So I'm gonna hand it to you, Brad.
Well, following on from that is Whitechapel.
What, Whitechapel's your number 5?
They're not one of my number 5, but I want to talk about it as well.
Okay,
so
talk about it.
It's sort of like an honourable mention sort of thing, because even though it's really hard for me to pick my top 5, but I felt like Whitechapel, if there was going to be a 6th spot, it would have gone to them.
Yeah.
Because again, it's a really deep, dark, emotional album. I delve into Phil's childhood, and like we said, there's so much variety. Like you've got songs like "Forgiveness Is Weakness," which is probably my favourite Whitechapel song at the moment, like lyric wise, and that is a straightforward deathcore song.
It's heavy.
It's heavy, and the way that he delivers the lyrics, his guttural vocals are completely on point, and Hickory Creek as well. I love the lyrics in that song, and again, I think it's nice to see them do a concept album as well, because you don't see them very often anymore. Like it's very hit and miss, but it manages to flow all into each song. And yeah, so that's my take on Whitechapel. My next is Tool as well. So
very similar.
I know.
Top 5.
It's been a good year, but these to me are just the pinnacle albums of this year.
These are the ones that when you said what's your top 5, they're the first ones that came to mind.
Absolutely, and Tool, Fear Inoculum. What can I say about it? It's been. I wasn't sure if they could do it, to be honest, because it's almost like System of a Down, except I'm lost interest in that. I don't care anymore about System of a Down. So I really can't be bothered. It's not fun anymore. But Tool, I was like, they've left a big shoe to fill, especially with that last album, because it was incredible, and they came back, they smashed it, and it's a very entrancing album. It's an attack of the drums by Danny Carey from the beginning to the end. I felt myself just getting mesmerised with all the songs together. It's incredible. So, toast to Tool and the Boys. Next,
Tool and the Boys.
Tool and the Boys.
Is that their side project?
Yeah, Tool and the Boys.
Tool and the Boys.
Yeah, you'll be waiting 100,000 in a day for this album now. And next is Borknager. Or Borknagar. I always pronounce it wrong, so before I get some angry Norwegian people.
You always pull out like the weirdest band names.
My next one is Borknagar. If you haven't heard of him, who have you been? Do you not understand Swedish metal? Do you not understand Borknagar? But yeah, so I think it's like the most melodic sort of journey to date that they've done. They've always been quite an interesting one and also quite criminally underrated. They're a black metal band. However, I feel like it's a bit of an understatement to call them a black metal band. That's not like an insult to the genre by any means, but it's the fact that they've got these clean vocals that work so well. Like the atmosphere that they build is like a lot more melodic than a lot of other black metal albums that you've seen this year, maybe. And again, like it's a band that I've got into this year. I never listened to much before, but after hearing that album, I just want to hear more about them. I want to see them do a UK tour. And I think more people need to hear about them because they're incredible. It's a cold, blistering, nice one that you want to listen to if you're, in the mountains somewhere. Not that you'll be in the mountains anywhere in the UK, but maybe.
I'll be hiding a body there.
God's Countcalf somewhere.
Up in the Yorkshire Dales.
White Rose. Next is Die. So again, like we pretty much said everything that we need to say about that. They're pushing themselves away from the deathcore label. As soon as I heard Human Target, I knew it was gonna be something special. You've got your, glistening fucking breakdowns. You've got your blast beats. You've got it's like it is. It's not like incredibly experimental. You're not going to get any keyboards or any opera singing in there, but it's just the fact that it's just.
Oh, you just grabbed that glass then?
What do I do? I just kind of did it.
He just grabbed it like that.
It's a formal award ceremony.
That's how he grabbed it. Why the fuck did you grab it like that?
I don't know. It just came naturally.
It's like when I noticed how you smoke. I couldn't unsee it.
Oh yeah, I've been told that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's Mike that told me that, and now everybody's saying that. I'm so self-conscious of the way I smoke now.
You're like you're posing for a magazine when you smoke. Yeah.
You never know who's watching.
You never know who's watching.
You need to make sure you're looking good.
It's like some lasses are in the corner like, ooh, I like that guy over there looking like smoking, he's looking like a snack.
I don't think that's the case.
I'd love to grab his hammer.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, so fucking I haven't done mine in order, by the way, because I can't pick a favourite. I'm just going to pick a favourite.
There's my top 5, and Brad's like, fuck your top 5.
Well, I can't pick one. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do the last one, and I'll make a quick decision.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So Periphery, Hailstorm is a great one. I've listened to a few years now, and I feel like they don't really care what other people think about them. Like, they'll do whatever they want to do. Like, last album, you had some sort of orchestral elements. Times before, they've done a lot of electronic stuff. They've got a song called Crush on this album, which is pretty much all kind of synth and no actually guitar play at all. Yeah. But it works well. And, I saw them live. The Manchester Academy, and it was really great. And I feel like there's a lot of mix of people there. And again, they're a band that are always bridging new fans to be in there because of all the different sort of music that they put on. You've got songs like Church Burning, which is like just an absolute crazy affair of, blast beats and heavy guitar riffs, and I think they've also been straying away from the harsh vocals a bit in the last album, so I think like a lot of fans will be glad to see that they are bringing them back again. So yeah, I think Periphery, Hailstorm is one of the albums that I've been listening to a lot this year.
So your number one on that list, what is it? Drum roll.
Sound boy. It is.
Bit out of tune.
I'm not the drummer.
Tool for inoculum.
Yep, you're going with that. Can we get a cheer?
Woo!
There we go.
Yep.
And a clap.
I didn't believe it,
Good.
To be honest.
Right, I think you should have a few bits of support for that one.
No,
He's earned it.
Yeah.
Do one after.
Do one after.
Right.
I did after.
Okay.
So, we want to do the best awards now. So these are the bands that have earned their own title in our eyes. But just to say, by the way, it's all completely biased. So if we get anyone saying, I don't agree with that, we don't really care, because you can pick your list, but this is our list. So
you can go fuck yourself.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, you neck-bearded little bastard.
Right, I'll start us off. So best lyrics, not to bum Whitechapel anymore, but we're going to bum Whitechapel.
So there's your award. Sorry, Whitechapel can't be here to accept.
Yeah,
accept
we thought he was going to come, but he obviously hasn't made it. But
he said he's a bit delayed. He's coming a bit.
He's a bit delayed. Yeah, he'll come in a bit. He's getting first bus, so we all know what they're like.
So yeah.
He couldn't bring his helicopter.
Other bus services are available.
Yeah.
Will you shut the fuck up? We're trying to record a podcast here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Wait your turn.
Unfortunately, I don't think there's any other buses running at the moment.
Yeah. Ignore that cunt in the corner. Ignore that one. What were you saying?
Nothing.
Exactly. That's what I thought. Slag.
It's the best lyrics to Whitechapel. Obviously, I know that we've talked about them before twice now, but this album is truly monumental, and like I said, it's a really dark delve into Phil Bozeman's childhood.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I feel like we're going in a really deep direction after I just called the guy off screen the slag.
We want to fuck with people. Yeah. Like they don't know what to think. The emotions are going to be all over the place.
Yeah. All right. Best musicianship, hands down, has to go to Tool.
Yeah.
Rip it. So Tool can't be here, but I'm accepting this award on their behalf.
Yeah.
Cheers, Tool. Thanks for the album. Cheers. In a bit.
Thank you for the future shout out.
Yeah.
So, why Tool for musicianship?
I just thought the album was really good. It's because all the drums were well put together, the guitars were put together. His lyrics fit with the entire themes of the songs, and it really just did take you on a journey, and every single little bit was layered.
Layers.
It's like ogres have layers.
Right. Okay, you do the next one, Nathan. Best produced.
I just did the fucking best. Oh wait, I want to say this.
Fucking do it.
Okay, best produced, right? Is my favourite band, one of my favourite bands of the year. Is Not Loose with their album 50 Shades of Blue. Can we get an applause?
Can we get a woo?
An applause that doesn't sound like you're wanking. There we go. That's better, Dylan.
Perfect.
Who's Dylan?
Oh, yeah. Horatio.
Right. So, why is Not Least best produced?
You know what? It's just, fuck it. When you listen to it through headphones or like through the speaker, it just sounds mint. Like,
it does sound crisp, doesn't it?
It don't sound like too overproduced. It just sounds like the right level.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because I think when it becomes like too overproduced, it just becomes like...
Like, it all sounds like it genuinely was just recorded through, like, you know, like, through analog. It wasn't, like, recorded through MIDIs or like that. It just sounds like... don't get me wrong, you don't have, like, the old rustic style of, like, when it was recorded just with mics up against the thing, but it doesn't sound like it was just too overdone. Like, the drums don't sound mechanic, or not mechanic,
yeah, you don't have a set number of idea.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I think it's important because I think metal and hardcore, you have to find the balance, because if you overproduce it too much, it becomes like, I don't know, it becomes too oversaturated. And then if you don't produce it enough, you get like what sounds like potato quality, which only kind of works for black metal, don't really work for hardcore or anything else.
Exactly.
But yeah, Not Loose. Thank you for not coming.
I'll accept it on their behalf.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys. Cheers, boys.
Yeah.
Use were mint in Leeds. I love you, Mickey Mouse folks.
Right. And most experimental band, it goes to Opeth. Thank you.
Yeah. We've got the drummer of Opeth to say
thank you. Yeah. Sorry, let's
put a photo like Brad next to the drummer from Opeth.
Thank you. I'm his twin brother. He couldn't be here. He's with family at the moment. We've been at New Year, so...
I'm noticing a pattern.
What?
A lot of people couldn't be here.
I know. I hope Phil's going to be here. He did say he'd be here.
He did say.
We'll see. We'll see how first bus runs through. So yeah, Opeth, love them, as we know. I've done a review of this as well. Please check it out.
We'll put that also in the link.
Yeah, we're going to basically just kind of rep as much stuff as we can while we're on here, because we're desperate. OnlyFans has only managed to buy us this bronze horns.
There's only so many pictures of my cock I can post on OnlyFans.
Exactly. You know what I mean? The fans are getting wanting new content.
I've started putting hats on it just to spice things up.
No, you might have to shove a plug up your ass.
Need a telescope.
What was that? What was... Oh.
Nothing.
Doesn't sound like I guessed or anything.
So, yeah, Opeth, really good album. Again, loving this style that they're doing at the moment. I know it's not meshing with everyone, but...
What the fuck is that?
I've done it again.
You need a bartender just for this.
Yeah, you're not tilting the glass.
I've given up. Right, anyway, so I think by the time this has gone down, the award show will over. Oh well. We'll let that rest over there.
Right.
So yeah, Opeth, again, loving the new style that they're doing. I know they don't do the death metal vocals anymore, but I feel like even with that, they're still managing to push their musicianship a lot more with every album, and I'm really loving the piano elements that they put into this one, and every song is epic. It's entrancing, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do next.
Right, Brad, we've got a very, very big award to give out.
Yeah.
And what's that? I think I can hear Phil Bozeman.
And the winner is Phil Bozeman. Thank you. Phil Bozeman from Whitechapel. Thank you. Whitechapel. Phil Bozeman. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. I like this award. Phil Bozeman. See you in a bit. Phil Bozeman. Cheers. Phil Bozeman.
He's such a nice guy. He's such a nice guy.
I can't believe
he's such a nice guy.
He's better in real life.
Yeah, he's you know, he looks so much better. I'd suck his dick.
Well, not though.
Yeah, thank you, Phil, for coming. We weren't sure if you're going to make it.
I couldn't believe he actually came.
But yeah, feel free to give us a shout out on your page. We're going to come see you in Key Club, so expect us there. We'll walk a few events together.
He said, I can't wait to have a drink with you boys. And we've got free Whitechapel tickets for life now.
I know.
I can't believe
Cheers,
it.
Phil. Really, really thank you for that.
He fucking loved that award, didn't
he? He did indeed. And yeah, so we've got one more award. We're going to do our favourite songs afterwards. Yeah. But first of all, we just want to give a great warm welcome to the best upcoming band, which is
Godeth.
Oh my god! Oh
Here
my
he is.
god!
And he's here to accept the award.
So unexpected.
You missed your cue, you daft bastard.
Actually.
Here to accept the award is Dylan from Godeth.
Thank
So
you.
here you go, Dylan.
You are this
It's an honour to just be nominated, but to actually win an award, you don't expect it. You know, it means the world.
Yeah, can we get applause?
Sound guy's gone.
I should bump my head. Right, well, thank you for coming, Dylan. I know it's a short notice to come back from your luxury plaza.
Oh yes.
We had to get him flown in, everything.
Private jet, but only the best for Godeth.
Exactly. We're sorry that the rest of Godeth couldn't be here. Where are they, Dylan? Well, they're just having New Year's plans. They're doing boring stuff.
Well, Eddie was in the bath, so he couldn't.
Yeah, Eddie was in the bath. And
How long does it take for a fucking bath?
It's best we don't answer that.
And again, only mine and Nathan's OnlyFans can be on there because we need the money personally. We don't want to fund Godeth's OnlyFans. So,
Really is getting out the tap.
Right.
Getting out the
Fucking
tap.
light.
so we're gonna do our favourite songs. Dylan, you can do a favourite song as well and a favourite album. But we'll go start and then we'll talk to you.
Okay.
You hear this now?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Dylan's the
I'm not
first
good at
guest.
this.
If you haven't guessed, Dylan's the first guest.
Dylan's the
It's
first
an
guest.
honour. Truly a
It's an honour.
privilege.
And look, you've got this award that you can't
No.
keep, and I'm going to take back as
No,
soon as
I'm taking this home. It's got my mum's windowsill.
Yeah.
It's to you, mum.
Have you got the C4 so we can break it and get it back?
Yeah. C4.
Anyway,
If we break into his house, what's he gonna do? Okay.
I have 3 dogs. So.
still have $3.
See if we go. Anyway,
Right, so before we get talking to Dylan, we're going to go through our favourite songs of the year. So this will be the last awards. Nathan, what's your favourite song of the year and why?
Hickory fucking Creek. What a shock after fucking giving Whitechapel all the awards.
Yeah.
What? Whitechapel?
Yeah, I know. We didn't even mention them
We
once.
love Whitechapel.
Hickory Creek, fucking mint. The songwriting was amazing. The whole song was just a work of art. It's
Yes.
like very emotional for Phil, and it's just fucking mint. I honestly can't stop listening to it, and that's one of my favourites.
So it's one of my highlights on the album, personally.
Yeah.
My favourite song was something that I haven't mentioned yet, which is Shadow of Intent, Gravesinger.
What a surprise!
I know. It's something that's not Whitechapel or Tool. Wow. But yeah, this is a very upcoming band as well. Very interesting album, to say the least. And I think that would have definitely been in my top 10 if I could pick top 10, but obviously it would be here for hours. So, as you know, I love my orchestral elements, and there's a lot of nice keyboard play in it. Great, instrumentation. It almost sounds a bit like deathcore mixed with orchestral stuff, a bit like Born of Osiris, but they are completely different in that respect. And the band is named after a ship in Halo. So yeah, obviously Weebs back in the day.
Are you fiddling with your face?
I'm trying to screw it back on. I kind of fucked it. Let's come off. Don't want it to blow up.
You got a screwdriver, Dylan?
No on me. Believe it or not.
So yeah, Shadow of Intent. That is the reason why they're on my list of the top song, because it's everything I love about metal in one. I love my orchestral stuff. I love my deathcore. So the mix of both, fantastic. Right, while Dylan's here, we thought we'd give him the luxury of not only escaping tonight and also giving you top album and your top song.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't prepared for this, so...
Will you shut the fuck up? We gave you as much time.
I hope you don't treat all your guests like this.
We gave you an award! Why didn't you get out tonight?
Thank you.
Do you want to go back to the basement?
I'd rather not. What should I do first?
Top album.
Rammstein by Rammstein.
Why?
It's a good album, isn't it? 10 years worth of wait, however long it was.
Is that what it's called? That it's called Ramstein?
Yeah. I don't think the album artwork's anything special.
It's way to do your self-titled album last, isn't it?
Edgy and different.
I suppose it is.
Rammstein, they do what they want. Yeah, it's a good album.
It's a shock that it's Ramstein.
Yeah. I love Rammstein.
That's
I learned German. Or tried to learn German. Not unsuccessfully learned
And
German.
then drunkenly tell us German
Go on,
words.
Dylan.
Oh yeah, my Deutsch is so good.
Give us a German sentence so we can put it on the screen.
Hallo, mein Name ist Dylan und ich spiele in Godeth. Hoffentlich das ist nicht... Oh my god, what's wrong? Hoffentlich das ist richtig.
Yeah. So if you're German and you're watching the podcast,
Doubt it, but... No offense.
Right, I'm going to take this. No, I'm taking it.
Right, next question.
Favourite
You
song?
get it back when you say something funny, you bastard.
Animal Side by Godeth. No, I will go for.
That is funny. There you go.
I will go Soul Wafer by Slipknot because it sounds good. I wasn't prepared. I'm not good at bullshitting answers. So,
Yeah. Oh, what? I have no idea if you didn't say that.
So yeah, thanks for the opportunity.
That's our top song. That is the award show.
What did you say then?
Huh?
That's our top.
Insert
That's our
subtitles.
top. Yeah.
That's 2019
Yeah.
rap.
Have you ever tried to watch the podcast and like just put the subtitles on? It literally has no idea what we're saying.
Does it?
Yeah, it's literally like a completely different.
And the
sentence.
two mumblers on the same thing isn't a good idea, is it?
Yeah, three mumblers actually. Because Nathan can't speak properly. You know?
Yeah.
It's from Zeke, of course.
Oof. Classist much.
You're from. Hang on, let me just check where you're from.
You're about to guess
What's
it.
his address, Nathan?
You're from Moortown.
I'm actually from Kirkstall. Just to pick a shit out, really. Right. So, thank you for the award shot, and thank you for our two guests coming. Fuck you to all of us that didn't, but please love us anyway because we can't deal with the hate right now.
What's the outside of this one?
Yeah. Please, you don't want to be on the back of a suicide now. Right. So,
That's the reason why.
I've already got 6 people.
Jeez. Why'd I agree to this?
But yeah, so thank you, Dylan. Thank you for Dylan for coming. And so, tell us about Godeth.
Yeah, we're a band from Leeds. 5 of us. Started gigging at the start of the year. Got 2 songs out. Done quite a few gigs. Won the lead heat of the Sound Waves music competition.
Yeah.
You're a natural born interviewer.
Oh no, it's the first time I've done this. Don't expect much.
Yeah. If some of you didn't know, Dylan actually played the O2 in Leeds and Birmingham.
Yeah.
Well, the O2 Institute free. Technically, I don't want to pick myself up too much.
What do you think to sound waves?
No comment. I can't say that. Can I? No.
I can. Would you say Soundwaves is a bullshit sort of competition because the guy who runs one of the bands, the band won?
I mean, no comment. I don't listen to rumours, but
would you not say
it's like when fucking Jeremy Corbyn went on this morning. he's just like getting all the shit.
No, I just sort of sat there.
I actually feel like we're interviewing Dylan like as if he's like a politician.
Yeah.
Make it as ruthless as you can. I want to be.
Who did you shot? Who did you shot?
How long have you got?
We've got 5 minutes, so that's just enough. That's enough to listen on.
Over.
So, what was it like playing the O2 Academy?
Well, it's like
as a small band.
Good. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's
Did
like,
it get treated well?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's like, you see a lot of my favourite bands there, like Alice in Chains and all that. So it's like, oh my god, I'm on the same stage. And yeah, it gives you quite a pump. You got a lot of room on stage because usually it's really tight. So it's like, yeah, it's quite good. I can get into it.
And what are your inspirations for Godeth?
Not gonna make any sense given the music. I don't know. A mix, like everything from Alice in Chains. Just love Jerry Cantrell, God. Metallica, of course, the band that pretty much got me into metal. Pantera, stuff like that. And recently, Motley Crue. I don't know why we sound nothing like Motley Crue, but I love Nicky Six. What a guy! Apart from the heroin abuse
and the rumours,
probably.
There's always gonna be rumours.
He's a rock star in the 80s. What do you expect?
Are you excusing? Are you excusing actions?
I'm not excusing.
You heard it here first. Guitarist and Godeth sympathises with whatever the fuck's going around with Nicky Six lately.
And
I think
so. What's the inspiration like behind the lyrics?
Well, it depends really. Like all but one's about like politics. Should probably do any more political songs, so don't get used to that. It depends. Me and Eddie write the lyrics. Tend to. Yeah, it's more like I come up with an idea for like a song and try to base the lyrics around that, which I feel like is not an original idea because I think everyone probably does that. So I don't think you'll learn much information from that. But yeah, or like I come up with a cool line. I think what a cool song or story. Sounds a bit pretentious, that, doesn't it? Can I get from that? I mean, I recently wrote a song together yesterday. Lyrics-wise.
What's that like?
You'll find out at the Key Club on the 22nd of February when Godeth headline.
If you live in Leeds.
Or locally.
We're from Leeds.
Yeah, but
I've just said, if you live in Leeds.
People could travel from outside Leeds. They want to see it.
So,
Right, I've got a really good question.
go on.
Right, so we obviously know in smaller bands there's a lot of drama. Has there been any drama in Godeth? The funny thing is we know the answer.
Not particularly, no. Not I can think of off the top of my head.
You lying bastard.
Don't know, no. Not at all. We're quite a team band, really. Yeah. No former members or anything, really, that come to mind. No.
So,
Me and I did once almost have an argument on stage, but we just left it.
what was that about?
I don't know, I can't remember. A few beers in.
Who do you think was in the right?
Don't make me answer this. Can we cut this bit?
No, this is comedy gold right here.
If you're winning, you compete with Joe Rogan, really, aren't you?
Right, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
I'm supposed to take that as a compliment.
Yeah, you love Joe Rogan!
Yeah, I know.
I'm not going to watch this, I cannot stand listening to my voice back. I will trust
You know what?
you.
Cheers. We give you an award, and then you don't even say you're going to watch the fucking podcast you're on.
Because I'm on it, it's embarrassing.
No, take it as a bit. I watch every single episode back, don't you, Brad?
I hate listening to my own voice. Cannot stand it.
This is the first Godeth award.
Yeah.
Technically, the Soundwaves lead heat of the lead heat of the Soundwaves music competition is on the award on the Facebook page. So
Yeah, but have you got
this will make sure to follow.
This is a physical.
But have you got a
I
physical?
can't keep the award.
Don't fucking tell them that.
I mean, I'll Mum's mantle place.
Yeah, there we go. Right above your photo. You in school.
What else, Ginger?
So,
Right. What are your plans for Godeth in 2020?
what's new for Godeth? What's coming?
Well, just try to gig as much as possible. We got 2 gigs confirmed at the minute, and more to follow. Which are playing Boom on the 18th of January. That should be fun. And then our first headline show at Key Club, which is like a big thing for us.
Yeah, how does that feel for you?
Yeah, pretty good. After only been playing a year, so thanks Simon from Slam Dunk for getting us that. Yeah.
Shout out to Slam Dunk.
Yeah, whoop. Yeah, no, it's like, it's on my bucket list. I didn't expect it to ever happen so soon. So, gotta give it your all, really, ain't you?
Absolutely.
Also, recording at least 2 new songs, which should be coming out shortly. That's an exclusive. You're welcome.
Oh, it's a Headbangers exclusive.
You need a button for
Yeah, sound guy.
Oh, he's gone.
He's in a prison award.
Yeah, he's on the board.
Wait, did you let him out? Because he's not
Was I
allowed
not
to go.
supposed
He's not allowed to go out.
Oh, shit.
That's the entire point of a slave boy. Oh, fuck's it. I'm going to have to go get him.
No. Run off.
So,
Yeah?
Where's Eric? We'll set the dogs.
Eric's gone. Not for good. He's on vacation. Can
you tell this wasn't planned?
So how do you describe Godeth's music?
I mean, I struggle with this. I hate describing it, so I just say metal.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, I feel like we all have different styles and influences that inspire the band. Like, Dan likes bloody black metal and stuff, and I'm a mix, basically everything. It's mostly new metal. Lewis likes death metal, and like Luke, that's sort of more modern metal.
Yeah.
So we all sort of bring our own flair to it and hope it works, which, I mean, I don't know, you tell me, does it work?
It does.
Thank you. Well, this award says so, apparently. Not biased at all, considering I know these two, but...
Again,
you got to take...
don't tell them that. This was a completely random award, and we met, we don't know each other, Dylan.
No, what's your name again, Michael?
Yeah, it's Michael. Don't cunt,
yeah.
It's my name's Nathan. Even though I said it was Nathan right in the beginning of the episode.
I won't watch.
No, you
Yeah. We're busy doing our chores.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so that's it.
Basically, well, what would you want to achieve with Godeth? Like, what's your
end goal.
what's your roadmap for Godeth?
Oh.
He's gonna say Wembley, aren't you?
That's a bit small for us. No, I don't know.
That's a bit small.
I'm kidding.
I was thinking about Rock and Park.
No, I don't know. Just have fun doing it still. If it's not fun, there's no point doing it. Whatever happens, happens. That's my philosophy of it all. Yeah. Play music we want to play, and if people like it, people like it. If they don't, they don't. As long as we're having fun, who cares?
I've got one.
Go on.
What would be your dream tour? You can pick 2 bands to play with you. I'm guessing you want to say like your headline in the show, but who's subbing you then?
That's impossible.
Not they have to be alive as well.
Virulent. Pantera, because I love the sound and like the way they are.
So perhaps you misheard me. I said alive.
Yeah, I thought you said dead. I thought you said
I said very much alive.
No, they have to be alive. It's not like you can resurrect the cunts.
Gajira.
Yeah.
We're supporting them obviously because not as good as Gajira.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are. And I'll go for.
What did Paul McCartney happen?
Alice in Chains just so I can meet Jerry Cantrell.
There you go. You're very interesting tour.
Are you sure you don't want to pick Metallica?
I mean, considering I've got a Metallica tattoo, I'm not that arsed for them anymore. No, it's like I like them still. I appreciate what they did, like the inspirations for me, but I just don't listen to them as much anymore.
Yeah, I don't really. I used to listen to them quite a lot.
Yeah, your taste sort of changed, don't it?
I feel like they're one of those bands that got you into it, but then when you get to a certain point, you just want to find other stuff.
Like
there's
an example. Sorry.
I've got another one. So, what was the biggest obstacle for you in the band?
Yeah.
I didn't ask that purposely.
Well, when we first started doing gigs, I had to have shoulder surgery, so that wasn't very fun.
Which he still fucking moans about now.
It's dodgy stuff.
Whenever you touch his shoulder or anything like that, or do anything, or if there's anything like physical, he's like, I can't my shoulder.
Yeah.
It's a good excuse. It works every time.
I mean, you used it.
Well, considering it was actually Ed from the band who dislocated it properly last time.
Yeah. Alright, please tell that story. That's a funny
we're at
story.
Key Club and Mastodon comes on. He fucking grabs my arm, lifts it up, and it dislocates. I have to go to the hospital to get put back in. But we went back out. I went back out afterwards because
Well, remember when you were outside and you
it hurts. You know what it's like. I was fainted.
No, but like, and I was like, I'll push it back in.
Yeah. You did it. You just pushed it in. Did
you push it back in?
No, we didn't.
I tried.
I would not let him.
We wouldn't.
This guy, because like,
he's just
let me push it in. When really, just like twisty shit like that, and it went back in fine.
Yeah, no, I was going to do that.
No, you were not. You got to push it in.
No, I was going to twist it.
It shouldn't dislocate again, so hopefully we won't have this problem. Thanks.
I mean, what if you dislocated the other one?
Then I hate my life because that'll be hell. Weak enough as it is, no man with 2 fucking dodgy shoulders.
Another question.
Okay.
I kind of just want to keep this interview going because I think like we haven't had an interview go. Like,
I've never done one, so it probably.
And I do want to have just like a good conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I personally think so. Like, what's a subject you've always wanted covered in a song, but it's been covered so many times that you feel like it's a bit of like beating a dead horse?
I don't know. I don't think there's any subject that I won't do just because other people have. It's more like what sort of new thing you can try and do to it, if that makes any sense. I feel like I'm in a job interview. I sort of started answering like a...
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, you didn't get the job.
Oh, I'm used to that anyway.
Yeah, I'd suggest starting an OnlyFans.
I've contemplated it.
But, so, on that similar note, what's a subject you've always wanted to make a song about? But you've never really, you couldn't really figure out how you'd structure it, or we couldn't really figure out how you'd do it.
That's a good one, actually. Well done. I sort of rap about like religious hypocrites. Like, what we sort of do for NIMBY's about like people who say, yeah, we should do this, but then don't do that. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's a good question. Come back to me on the next episode.
On the next episode. Right, you've got to wait 6 months for the next episode.
Join us then.
I kind of get from like when you write songs and that what was the creative process like? What sparked it? Like, so what made you go, that's the song. Like, what is
Yeah.
there songs that you don't use anymore, or is there songs that you want to use but it's not ready yet?
There's a couple of songs that we've played recently, but at the minute they're more just like time fillers because say we have to do a 45-minute set. And like, so we got songs that we're working on, but we haven't finished yet, so we have to include the old ones, which either we just don't think that as strong as our other songs, or they don't go down well in like the settings we play.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like we got one called Natural Selection, which sounds quite good, but in like a small club, it sort of kills the vibe, especially when all other songs are like heavy.
Yeah.
Well, this is quite like more rock.
Yeah.
So like, I think it's a decent song, but I don't like playing it. I won't that much.
So what's like what do you think is like your big hit? Like, what do you think is your Raining Blood of what you've done so far?
I like comparing stuff to Raining Blood.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the second time that is.
Drink.
Oh shit. Okay.
Do you want one of my beers?
Fucking gone.
Well, Animal Side's got the most.
It's about charity.
Animal Side's got the most listens.
What do you think is your pride and joy?
Beast in Me, definitely. That's the one I feel like I'm most proud of, like writing it.
Yeah.
Because like it's a pretty cool subject matter, and like so the song structure's different to like all the other ones we do. Like it starts off like a sort of ballady sort of thing, and then by the end it's like really fast and thrashy.
And do you want to take Godeth in that direction more?
No. Though it's like one by Metallica, and I'm not that I'm comparing myself to Metallica. You know what I mean? It's like
but it's not like comparing myself to Metallica.
That sort of song, where it's sort of like quiet, loud. So it's just like a one-off sort of song.
Yeah.
That's not like the sound I want to go for overall with the band.
And do you think you guys?
That's perfect. That's fucking perfect.
Well done, Nathan. Do you feel like you guys are still finding your sound, or do you feel like you're getting there now? Like, do you reckon when you release your first album or your first EP, you will have found your sound by then?
Those ones things like sounds are always constantly evolving, aren't they? Like a lot of our songs do sound quite different. Like All But One is more like rocky compared to the other ones. Like that was sort of the first one like I wrote for Godeth. Like the first song, so it's like that was at the start where we're still sort of finding it. Of course, I don't think there's anything wrong with the song. Yeah. But I imagine it seems like we're getting sort of heavier the more we play. Yeah. Like Ed's vocals tend to evolve more like growling and stuff, which I like. Cause I like a mix of singing and growling. Yeah. That sort of thing.
So do you feel like you know what direction Godeth are going in sound wise, or do you think all the songs together at the moment, like you're not trying to find your sound, this is just the kind of how it's going to be? It's like they're all going to be kind of not random, but like they're all going to be a bit different sounding. Yeah. Or do you think like eventually you're going to have like that set sound, like kind of like I'm not going to say like slightly because I've mentioned slightly quite a couple of times, like for example. Yeah, I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again.
Well, I don't know. It's more like we come up with a song if we like it, we play it. So like, say it's not gonna happen, but say we wrote like the best pop song ever, and we liked it, we'd play it. Yeah. Not that's gonna happen. Because more like if we think it sounds cool as fuck, we'll play it. Yeah. Or like, if we think people like it, or like we like it, we'll play it. Yeah. That sort of thing. Yeah. It's not really like we don't think this song's got to sound like this. Or like, but the last song me and Ed been working on, or like, we've sort of all got as a band, which we'll play. Hopefully live for the first time next time. It's sort of got like an eerie feel to it. Yeah. So like what like the lyrics stuff to follow that sort of thing. Right.
Now, I want to know what's the best gig you've ever played? Yeah. Yeah. And what's the worst? Oh. So give us your best gig story.
I feel like also give you.
Yeah, he knows. You're at all of them.
Give us the worst gig, like the one that you absolutely hated. You don't have to mention who put it on, who like where it was.
I know what he's going to say because I was there.
Or anything like that, but it's just the worst gig or the best gig.
When we played a gig in Sheffield, like that was our first. Was that the one you thought?
Yeah, Moby Tavern. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, I did say it just so that they wouldn't get blacklisted from any venues for talking.
Well, it wasn't the venue's fault. It was just because like
it wasn't the venue. It's just the.
No, it was like it was probably the lowest gig we played out. But everyone's got to play a gig like that.
Do you think that because a lot of the times there's going to be gigs like that. Do you think it's because you moved to Sheffield and obviously you've got like a lot of fans that always come to your gigs here? Like you grow in like a sort of not a cult, but like
it's a bit strong.
A bit strong, but you know what I mean. You're getting your set fans to come to gigs, and you played your first gig that wasn't really in Leeds.
Yeah.
that wasn't sound.
Yeah, well, it's like one of those things where every band's got to do that, and it's like, it's what happens really. If you want to grow, you got to get your name out there playing any way you can. No, it didn't help. It's like we travelled all the way, and we were on really early, so like not a lot of people were there, but it's not like the venue's full or anything.
No.
So it's one of those things.
So was it just the want a lot of people?
Yeah, but I just try to keep my all regardless. So I just thought fuck it and still got into it all. But you never know. There might be one person there. If you get one new fan, who cares? It's worth it. One person likes your music.
What about your best?
Can I pick two?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, go on.
Plenty of two.
It's not like we've got like a set pattern or formula for this awards show.
I mean, we did not plan this whatsoever.
You can tell.
Again, I'm going to take that fucking award back if you keep talking shit on the podcast.
Joint best were O2 Academy, because it's like a place. Always wanted to play, like the sound system was fucking great.
Yeah, it was.
And it was like, oh god, yeah, it was like got our first mosh pit there as well. That was cool. And like, it just felt good, especially when we won. Like a lot of celebrating happened.
Yeah,
especially afterwards. Everyone that was there. And then the second best would be our first time playing Key Club, where we supported Cornflakes. Shout out to Cornflakes, Leeds' best corn tribute band. So that was good. Again, it's what I've always wanted to do. Because the amount of money I put in that place, and like seeing it from the stage was cool. And seeing all friends and family and fans there.
Imagine the same when you actually had like.
Oh god, yeah, a bit nervous for that, but who isn't?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of bands, when they first write a song, they love it, but when they play it a lot, they tend to hate it. Is there a song for you that you loved when you wrote it, but now when you've played it a lot, that you don't really like it that much?
Not really yet, because I don't think we played it like. I imagine we played it every night for like 10 years. You can
I'm not heard of S.
Yeah, exactly. Like Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, and all that. No, I like them all, which is good, because like it sort of makes me enjoy it. It means I can sort of get into it on stage.
Absolutely.
Because if I didn't like it, I wouldn't play it. So you can sort of tell like when I'm playing a song and I'm not that interested, because I just sort of stand there.
Yeah.
Which like, so I'm still trying to work out the perfect set list at the minute, like with introducing new songs and stuff. But I just felt like tweaking it and making it perfect.
Yeah.
So that's all thing. I feel like I start answering your question, I go on a completely different point. It seems like I'm doing that.
It's fine, though.
That's good.
I mean, it makes the podcast longer, which
means
we can get more views.
More monetization.
It means more monetization that we want to get because we've got potty mouths. But
you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think as like an ending to the interview, what advice would you give to a band that's literally like just started, maybe struggling to get gigs and stuff like that? Like, what advice would you give them at the point that you are, because you're still very early in the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not like an expert. But...
Yeah, no, but you're still very early in the game. But like you've still got quite a few gigs under your belt at this point.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to them?
Just make sure you're with the right people, really. Because if you're playing with your friends and stuff, then you just have fun time. Really, make sure you pick the right people.
Yeah. Don't pick an arsehole bassist.
I didn't say it.
Luke's got now, the one before the guy that you've got now.
Again, I'm not saying this, but play with friends. Like, even if you're not friends before, if you're with nice people, like people in Godeth are my best mates now. Yeah,
well, it's like we get that when we've all met you up, because we all, obviously me and Brad all know you. We all get the vibe that you are all friends. Danny's a good friend.
Oh god, yeah, like he comes to like
Luke,
Bloodstock and stuff, festivals.
And everything like that. They're all there's two Lukes, isn't there?
No.
Well, I'm not good with names.
No, me neither, Jeremy. No, just like play with like people you know, like in terms of getting gigs, just like be persistent, like look at local promoters and just email them. You're trying to say you won't hear anything back, but as long as you're sort of aware of who you are, you might get called out later. So is it that kind of a keep your nose to the grindstone? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because like the amount of time I've spent like looking at venues and like people to like email to like book you for gigs. Yeah, I just like speak to people when you play gigs, like contact, like network with them. Something like speak to them. What, something me and Brad were telling you to do from the beginning? Yeah, no, I was just shy, so I get Luke to do it. Yeah, like. What are your hopes for 2020? What
You mentioned that obviously playing Key Club on your bucket list. Is there anything on your bucket list that you still want to achieve?
Oh god, yeah.
That you hopefully want
a realistic for next year bucket list.
It's anything.
Well, we're playing Metal to the Masters, so hopefully, we'll get far in that.
Is it to play Bloodstock?
Yeah, to play Bloodstock.
Yeah,
I'd love to do that. Love Bloodstock.
Download or just put in their own little how to enter. Check on the. I'll send you the link.
I will take a peek at that. Book me, Andy Coping. That. I want to play gigs in more cities. Like we haven't played Manchester yet, which I always wanted to. And hopefully get a full album out by the end of the year. Get some more merch out, which we're planning. So.
Are you using Pins and Knuckles?
I sent him an email, but he never responded.
Oh, fuckers.
Yep. But just get some more merch out. I won't make a Godeth long sleeve. Long sleeves of the future, kids. I'm telling you.
Well, have you got any tour plans?
Unless we get asked on one, not yet, because I don't think there's much point at this stage. Just play gigs in other cities where we can. That's the main aim. So I just try hopefully get a new music video. Well, not a new music video, a music video.
Yeah, a music video.
Yeah, don't know we'll do that, do we, bro?
No. Imagine the guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
But so thank you, Dylan, for coming on the
Thanks for coming
podcast.
over.
Thanks
And Happy New Year to all the
Happy New Year.
the 20 fans.
all of them.
So there we go.
The 10 friends who are our friends.
Thank you.
Right, cheers, mate.
Bombs up. Oh, yeah, have a good New Year.
Yeah.
Me and Nathan will be back next year, and hopefully we'll be better next year with our timescales.
I mean, hopefully is a key word there.
Yeah. We don't want to make any promises because usually we break them.
Me and Brad are both very busy people. I'm in a band.
Yeah.
Brad's fucking, working all the time. He's got we both got girlfriends.
Yeah.
And not only that, you are working on your film, that sort of stuff, aren't you?
Hopefully we'll see some new content as well. We have the podcast at the moment. OnlyFans, we're prepping that out. We need to buy more of these for next year. So hopefully our 7
And we are hoping to sort of debut something that it doesn't just involve me and Brad. It involves Dylan and all our other friends.
Yeah.
That we all could possibly work on. So if you enjoyed the dynamic with us three, let us know. We might start adding more people to the actual roster of the podcast.
We've got a lot of stuff planned, so we'll keep to it, and we'll see you guys in 2020.
Yeah,
Have a good one.
See you next year. It took a year to make this video. Wow.
I know. So I've been Brad.
I've been Brad.
And
I've been Brad. Is that what you guys do?
Who have been Brad?
Yeah, that was Dylan, the sound guy. See you in a bit. We're going to end the video.
Yeah.